Good evening. You're watching the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. First, the headlines. His Excellency the German President leaves the Sultanate of Oman after a three-day official visit. Sultan Qaboos University Council discusses the efforts made to enhance the students' skills in order to align them with the requirements of the labor market. The Future of Artificial Intelligence and its Impact on Society program stresses on the importance of advanced technologies and their role in enhancing sustainable use. Petroleum Development Oman announces a groundbreaking milestone with the CO2 utilization for enhanced oil recovery. Those were the headlines, and now the news in detail. His Excellency Dr. Frank-Walter Steinmeier, President of the Federal Republic of Germany, and his spouse left the country this morning after a three-day official visit to the Sultanate of Oman, during which His Excellency met with His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq. Upon the departure from the royal flight, His Excellency the guest and the accompanying delegation were seen off by His Excellency Sayyid Badr bin Hamid Al Busaidi, Foreign Minister, His Excellency Engineer Sayyid bin Hamoud Al Ma'wali, Minister of Transport, Communications and Information Technology, Head of the Mission of Honor, Her Excellency Dr. Rahma bint Ibrahim Al Mahrouki, Minister of Higher Education, Research and Innovation, the Minister accompanying the guest's spouse. Her Excellency Maitha bint Saif Al Mahrouki, Ambassador of the Sultanate of Oman, accredited to the Federal Republic of Germany. His Excellency the guest was accompanied by an official delegation comprising of His Excellency Dr. Tobias Linder, Minister of the State of the Foreign Ministry of the Federal Republic of Germany, His Excellency Derek Lorke, Ambassador of the Federal Republic of Germany to the Sultanate of Oman, His Excellency Ambassador Wolfgang Siebermann, Head of the Foreign Policy Department of the Office of the Federal President, and a number of German officials. His Excellency Dr. Frank-Walter Steinmeier, President of the Federal Republic of Germany, and his spouse visited the Sultan Qaboos Grand Mosque as part of their official visit to the Sultanate of Oman. His Excellency and the delegation accompanying him were received by His Excellency Dr. Mohammed bin Saeed Al Mamari, Minister of Endowments and Religious Affairs, and His Excellency Habib bin Mohammed Al Riyami, Secretary General of Sultan Qaboos Higher Center for Culture and Science. During the visit, His Excellency the guest and his accompanying delegation were briefed on the history of the mosque's construction and got introduced to the various Omani and Islamic architectural designs with which was built, as well as the facilities included in Sultan Qaboos Grand Mosque, such as Institute of Islamic Sciences, the library, the lecture hall, and other facilities. During the visit, His Excellency the German President and his spouse were accompanied by His Excellency Engineer Saeed bin Hamoud Al Ma'wali, Minister of Transport, Communications and Information Technology, Head of the Mission of Honor, and Her Excellency Dr. Rahma bint Ibrahim Al Mahrouki, Minister of Higher Education, Research and Innovation, and a number of officials. Sultan Qaboos University Council held its first meeting of the academic year 2023-2024. During the meeting, the Council discussed the efforts made to enhance the students' skills in order to align them with the requirements of the labor market, and reviewed the clinic training procedures at Sultan Qaboos University Hospital. The Council also approved the report of the Committee for Granting Honorary Academic Titles at Sultan Qaboos University for the academic year 2022-2023 by granting the title of Honorary Professor for a number of retired professors who meet the criteria for obtaining the title. The meeting was chaired by Her Excellency Dr. Rahma bint Ibrahim Al-Mahrouqiya, Minister of Higher Education, Research and Innovation. The program on the future of artificial intelligence and its impact on society, which was implemented in all governorates of the Sultanate of Oman, was concluded today. More than 1,000 participants from the government bodies, individuals interested in artificial intelligence, students and job seekers took part in the program. The closing ceremony was held under the auspices of His Excellency Dr. Ali bin Amr Al-Shaydani, Under Secretary of the Ministry of Transport, Communications and Information Technology for Communications and Information Technology. The Sultanate of Oman will take part in the UN Climate Change Conference COP28, due to be held in Dubai, United Arab Emirates from November 30th till December the 12th. Oman's participation in this conference under the slogan "Oman is a Sustainable Future" comes at an extension of participation with the rest of the world to find practical and sustainable solutions to global environmental problems related to sustainable development. Oman will also review its efforts through the strategies, plans, policies, initiatives and projects that it implements to reduce greenhouse gas emissions and protect environmental and climate systems. Oman has taken important steps to reach zero carbon neutrality through the royal directives that set 2050 as the date for this goal and the establishment of Oman Sustainability Center. COP28 will address a number of issues related to climate change at the global level, most notably the importance of reducing greenhouse gas emissions from various sources such as industry, transportation, agriculture, energy production, and waste disposal. Petroleum Development Oman announced today the commencement of an extended pilot dedicated to utilizing CO2 for enhanced oil recovery in the north of the Sultanate of Oman. This project will be the first of its kind for PDO and for the Sultanate of Oman. This project marks a key milestone in PDO's dedication to increasing oil and gas production sustainability, decarbonizing its operations, and working towards achieving net zero carbon emissions by 2050, in alignment with Oman's Vision 2040. The goal of the pilot is to de-risk and therefore expedite the fulfilled enhanced oil recovery development. Over the next 3 months, continuous injectivity of CO2 into the reservoir will be tested, followed by long-term injection lasting up to 1 year. Royal Oman, represented by the Desert Battalion, the 23rd Infantry Brigade, continues its participation in the ongoing Gulf military exercise Takamul 1, being held in the state of Kuwait. The exercise involves military units from the ground forces of the armed forces of the Gulf Cooperation Council countries and Al Jazeera Shield forces. Participants demonstrate a high level of efficiency, combat readiness, and the ability to manage various combat operations. They showcased the utilization of the latest armament technologies and sophisticated military systems. The exercise aims to further achieve joint integrated military operations among the ground forces of the Gulf Cooperation Council countries. Still to come in our news bulletin. The Ministry of Culture, Sports and Youth holds a 3-day forum at Nizwa Cultural Center. Welcome back to the news. The Executive Office of Sur Health City received a delegation from World Health Organization to re-evaluate the city as part of the organization Plan of Health Cities evaluation, which results in obtaining a recognition across the Middle East. The delegation evaluated some significant standards such as governmental and private sector cooperation, air pollution and food safety. More details in the following report.
The Sultanate of Oman obtained a number of international recognitions from various health organizations. And since 2002, Wilaya of Sur adopted the Healthy City project, which was implemented by the Executive Office of Sur Health City with a total number of 90 standards in healthy, educational, economic, and environmental aspects, as part of health regulations that evaluated by the World Health Organization's delegation.
The evaluation criteria, we have 80 points to look at, and it is divided, categorized into 9 main categories. One is the community organization. One of it's also the collaboration, intersectoral collaboration between different sectors, and also we look at the the small project and how the city look at all the aspects of the community, all the different categories of the community.
We had the pleasure today, following a 2-day evaluation visits and document review and desk review that we have done, to see all the hard work that the Healthy City Committee is doing here in Sur, all of the amazing initiatives. It's also nice to see there's sustainability, but also there's also continuous improvement of the initiatives that were already established, and there's always new ones on the way.
And within Sur Health City, the delegation visited a school that is part of the health initiatives. This initiative was introduced through several projects in line with the World Health Organization's directions and the standards of Healthy Cities evaluation.
Today, a committee from the World Health Organization is visiting our school in order to identify the most important activities which had done in the school so far. The aim of the project is to reduce the waste produced from the palm front.
Healthy Cities in the Middle East aim to raise health awareness by engaging the community and encouraging all individuals to contribute in drafting plans and programs that might enhance all kinds of cooperation among different sectors. Sultanate of Oman is considered as one of the advanced countries at initiating community services programs that are related to health cities and healthy lifestyles. Sultan bin Saif Sara'i from South Al-Sharqiyya Governorate, Wilaya of Sur.
The Municipal Council of South Al-Batna Governorate held a meeting today. The meeting reviewed the regulations of land scheming and requirements of construction on residential land plots. The meeting also discussed the development of a residential area in Balad Sit in the Wilaya of Al-Rustaq and the naming of the residential area located between Wadi Mastal Hospital in the Wilaya of Nakhal and the schools near it. The Council also reviewed various proposals regarding the development of the Old Rustaq Souk and the repair of Al-Hazm Al-Wushail Road. His Excellency Engineer Masoud bin Saeed Al-Hashimi, Governor of South Al-Batna, chaired the meeting. His Excellency Sheikh Fahd bin Abdul Rahman Al Agaili, Sultanate of Oman's ambassador to the Hashemite Kingdom of Jordan, held a reception in Amman on the occasion of the 53rd Glorious National Day. The ceremony was attended by a number of officials from the Jordanian government as well as representatives of political parties and cultural institutions. The event highlighted the historical relations binding the two countries and means of enhancing their cooperation in various sectors. His Highness Sayyid Nizar bin Al-Jalanda Al Saeed, Sultanate of Oman's ambassador to the Italian Republic, held a reception ceremony on the occasion of the 53rd Glorious National Day. The ceremony was attended by a number of ambassadors, diplomats, politicians and eminent personalities from Italy. The participants extended their greetings on this special occasion, wishing the Sultanate of Oman and the Omani people further progress and prosperity under the wise leadership of His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq. The event reflected the strong relations binding the Sultanate of Oman and Italy. The Embassy of the Sultanate of Oman in Austria also held a reception on the occasion of the glorious 53rd National Day. The ceremony was attended and held by His Excellency Yusuf bin Ahmed Al Jabri, Ambassador of the Sultanate of Oman to the Republic of Austria, was attended by heads of Gulf, Arab and foreign missions accredited to Austria and a number of officials from the private and public sectors. The ceremony included the presentation of introductory information about the Sultanate of Oman and the visual documentary on the Blessed Renaissance. The Ministry of Culture, Sports and Youth held a three-day forum at Nizwa Cultural Center in Al Dakhliya Governorate targeting cultural initiatives across the Sultanate of Oman. More details in the following report.
To achieve effective community partnership and in translation of the cultural strategy, the Ministry of Culture, Sports and Youth held a cultural initiatives forum under the theme Empowerment and Leadership at the Nizwa Cultural Center in Al Dakhliya Governorate, targeting cultural initiatives across the Sultanate of Oman.
We are focusing in the internal communication among the initiative itself and how to improve themselves in that part. The other part is how to improve the communication to reach the targeted audience to get the benefit, because no use that you don't reach to the targeted audience. The third part, we focus on how to improve and how to evaluate the work so the audience will get the benefit from all the work being done through all the process all the year, and this can be done after each activity or after 1 year of work.
More than 30 representatives of various cultural initiatives from different governorates participated in the forum workshops, at which they were given practical applications on ways to sustain cultural initiatives.
In this workshop, I will focus on the social reason behind these initiatives and help them to define their goals. Also, I will be focusing on the organizational structure for these initiatives and the partnership between them and the other sector and the community.
This kind of meeting is very important to all kinds of cultural community, because it helps each other to communicate in constant communication, and also to develop also our cultural initiative, and also to help us also to make important notes during this kind of meeting.
The forum over 3 days focused on providing those in charge of the cultural initiatives with the tools that help them to come up with innovative ideas, thus achieving high-quality results. Empowering cultural initiatives with essential mechanisms to boost their capacities will help them thrive and contribute to the sustainable development of their communities. From the Wilaya of Nizwa, Salih Abu Khalfan Al-Rahbi, Al Dakhliya Governorate.
The Ministry of Housing and Urban Planning, in cooperation with the South Al-Sharqiya Governorate, conducted a workshop entitled Urban Strategy Execution Approach. The workshop focused on the basic and development on infrastructure of the Governorate. More details in the following report.
South Al-Sharqiyya Governorate has a unique and outstanding environment with nice beaches, deserts and wadis. These features help the governorate to be a center of urbanism and economic prosperity. As a result, the Ministry of Housing and Urban Planning conducted a workshop aims to discuss the systematic strategy of urbanism in the governorate.
What we try to do in these workshops, like in other governorates, is that we discuss the projects that undergoing in the particular governorate, encompassing topics such as sustainable development, transport, infrastructure, and natural and heritage topics as well, natural environment, sorry. Today basically it's an alignment session where we get to know about all the current projects, new projects as well, and the current status of them in order to update our database.
In addition, the workshop focuses on simplifying the procedures and tackling all challenges to implement Oman Vision 2040 and the National Urban Development Strategy, as well as specifying the projects that are significant for the basic and developmental infrastructure within the governorate. The workshop included signing a memorandum of understanding with Oman Liquefied Natural Gas Company to fund the waterfront in Wilaya of Sur with several public and entertainment services. The workshop was concluded by signing the open strategic document of South Al-Sharqiyya Governorate to enhance the cooperation among governmental entities and to specify the significant projects in the governorate. Sultan bin Saif Sara'i from South Al-Sharqiyya Governorate, Wilaya of Sur.
This is the Sultanate of Oman television. Before we end tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. His Excellency the German President leaves the Sultanate of Oman after a 3-day official visit. Sultan Qaboos University Council discusses the efforts made to enhance the students' skills in order to align them with the requirements of the labor market. The Future of Artificial Intelligence and its Impact on Society program stresses on the importance of advanced technologies and their role in enhancing sustainable use. Petroleum Development Oman announces a groundbreaking milestone with CO2 utilization for enhanced oil recovery. With that, we come to the end of tonight's news bulletin. From all of us here at the studios and the newsroom, it's good night and stay safe.